Good evening. Tonight, we bring you a developing story that could have far-reaching consequences for Minnesota and beyond. Our focus is on Minnesota, the North Star state, where the political landscape is shifting in ways few could have predicted just months ago. Known for its vibrant civic engagement and history of close elections, Minnesota now finds itself at a pivotal crossroads, with the eyes of the nation watching closely. At the center of this unfolding drama is Governor Tim Walz. A familiar face in state politics, Walz has long been seen as a steady hand, guiding Minnesota through turbulent times. But a sudden press conference announcement has thrown his future, and the state's, into question. Not long ago, Walz publicly confirmed his intention to seek a third term, reassuring supporters and party leaders alike. Now, however, rumors are swirling about a dramatic change of course. Political insiders are abuzz with speculation, and the media is scrambling to uncover the truth behind the governor's next move. The uncertainty has sent shockwaves through both major parties. Republican and Democratic leaders are urgently strategizing, aware that the outcome could reshape not only Minnesota's leadership, but also have ripple effects on the national political stage. The stakes are high, and every move is being closely watched. In St. Paul, the atmosphere is electric. Reporters are camped out on the Capitol steps, phones are ringing off the hook in newsrooms, and political insiders are working overtime to confirm the latest developments. The sense of anticipation is palpable, as everyone waits for the next piece of the puzzle to fall into place. Should the governor step aside, an open race for the state's highest office would set off a cascade of political maneuvering. New candidates would emerge, alliances would shift, and the outcome could influence everything from local education and healthcare policies to the balance of power in a key U.S. Senate seat. For everyday Minnesotans, the stakes are deeply personal. The future of their state's leadership and the policies that shape daily life, from schools to taxes to public safety, hangs in the balance. Voters are paying close attention, knowing that their voices will help determine the direction Minnesota takes. This moment is about more than one political career. It's a reflection of the immense pressures facing leaders in today's polarized climate, where every decision is scrutinized and the margin for error is razor thin. The divisions and debates playing out in Minnesota mirror those seen across the country. The choices made in the coming days and weeks will echo for years to come, shaping not only the state's future but potentially influencing the national conversation as well. The weight of history is felt in every deliberation and every vote. As the story continues to unfold, all eyes are on Minnesota. The next chapter in the state's political journey is about to begin, and its outcome will be watched by the entire nation. To truly grasp the weight and significance of today's news, it's essential to understand the man at the center of it all, Tim Walz. His story is one of service, resilience, and a deep connection to the people of Minnesota. Walz's journey began far from the political spotlight. He started as a high school teacher where he inspired students with his passion for history and civic engagement. His years in the classroom shaped his pragmatic, down-to-earth leadership style. But Walz's commitment to service didn't stop there. He also served in the Army National Guard, rising to the rank of Command Sergeant Major. This dual experience, both in education and the military, gave him a unique perspective on leadership, teamwork, and the challenges facing everyday Minnesotans. In 2006, Walz took his dedication to a new level, running for Congress to represent southern Minnesota. Over 6 terms, he built a reputation as a moderate Democrat who could work across the aisle. He championed issues like veterans affairs, rural healthcare, and education, earning respect from both sides of the political spectrum. His ability to listen and find common ground became a hallmark of his time in Washington. In 2018, Walz was elected as Minnesota's 41st governor, bringing his experience and steady hand to the state's highest office. He won re-election in 2022, securing broad support from both urban centers and rural communities, a testament to his inclusive approach and focus on practical solutions. As governor, Walz faced unprecedented challenges, from public health crises to economic uncertainty. His calm, steady leadership helped guide Minnesota through turbulent times, earning him trust and credibility across the state. He was often seen engaging directly with citizens, listening to their concerns, and working to bridge divides between different communities. Walz's profile rose on the national stage when he was chosen as Kamala Harris's running mate in the 2024 presidential election. Although the ticket ultimately lost to Trump and Vance, Walz's presence brought Midwestern sensibility and experience to the campaign, and he became a familiar face in national politics. Despite the defeat, Walz returned to Minnesota with renewed determination. As recently as September 2025, he reaffirmed his intent to seek a third term as governor, signaling his ongoing commitment to the state and its people. With a long tenure and high visibility, Walz became a formidable figure in Minnesota politics. That's why the sudden rumors of his potential exit have sent shockwaves through the state's political landscape, leaving many to wonder what comes next. The speculation about his departure has upended expectations for the upcoming election cycle. Political analysts, party leaders, and voters alike are scrambling to adjust to this new reality as the search for a successor begins in earnest. Walz's career is a reflection of the challenges, sacrifices, and rewards of modern public service. He has consistently put the needs of Minnesotans first, earning recognition for his dedication and hard work. Whatever his next move, there's no doubt it will shape Minnesota's political landscape for years to come. His influence and legacy will be felt long after he leaves office. Now, the state faces a rare moment of uncertainty. The future of Minnesota's leadership is suddenly in question, and the path forward is anything but clear. As the search for new leadership begins, Minnesotans are left to reflect on Walz's legacy, and to wonder who will step up to guide the state into its next chapter. Minnesota's political world was rocked overnight by reports that Governor Walz will not seek a third term. The news, first leaked by a Twin Cities insider, marks a stunning reversal from his recent public statements. A press conference is set for 11 a.m. today, fueling speculation and anxiety across the state. The governor's office remains silent, but the urgency is unmistakable. Walz reportedly met with Senator Amy Klobuchar, hinting at a coordinated Democratic response. The press conference is now the most anticipated event in recent Minnesota history. The answers Walz gives today will set the tone for the state's political future. Mounting pressure from fraud investigations has weighed heavily on the Walz administration. Scrutiny over Medicaid and other public programs has drawn fierce criticism from Republicans and triggered federal intervention under President Trump. The focus on programs serving immigrant communities has added a volatile political dimension. Federal agencies have threatened to freeze funding, putting essential state services at risk. Walz's team has been forced into a defensive posture, battling both political attacks and real-world consequences. Calls for his resignation have grown louder as the crisis deepens. The relentless pressure is widely seen as a key factor in Walz's possible decision to step aside. The stakes for Minnesota's future have never been higher. The pressure on Governor Walz has turned deeply personal. Political attacks escalated into personal insults, most notably when President Trump used a slur against Walz on Thanksgiving. The hostility spilled onto the governor's doorstep, affecting his family and drawing public condemnation. Walz's daughter, Hope, spoke out about the toll on her brother, Gus, who has a nonverbal learning disorder. The abuse highlights the human cost of today's toxic political climate. Trump's repetition of a baseless conspiracy theory further inflamed tensions, prompting outrage from the victim's family. For Walz, the personal cost may have finally outweighed the call to public service. Sometimes, the price of leadership is simply too high. Walz's expected exit is a political earthquake, throwing the 2026 governor's race wide open. Both parties now face a rare opportunity and a daunting challenge. The DFL must replace a powerful incumbent, while Republicans see their best shot in years. With an open U.S. Senate seat also on the ballot, Minnesota becomes a national battleground. Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan is leaving to run for Senate, forcing the DFL to rebuild its leadership team. Ambitious politicians are accelerating their plans, and party leaders are scrambling to identify strong contenders. Donors and voters alike are re-evaluating their options. The entire political landscape has shifted overnight. The stakes for Minnesota's future have never been higher. The game has changed for everyone. The DFL faces a critical test, finding a new candidate for governor. Senator Amy Klobuchar's name tops the list. Her popularity and experience make her a formidable contender. Her recent meeting with Walz suggests she's already weighing her options. Secretary of State Steve Simon is another strong possibility, with proven statewide appeal. The party must unite quickly to avoid a divisive primary and present a strong front. Behind the scenes, leaders are working to rally around a consensus candidate. The choices made now will determine the DFL's future. The next few weeks are crucial for the party's direction. For Republicans, Walz's departure is a golden opportunity. The party hasn't won statewide since 2006, but now the field is wide open. Speaker Lisa DeMuth and former nominee Dr. Scott Jensen are top contenders, each with distinct strengths. Mike Lindell, the controversial MyPillow founder, could energize the base but risks alienating moderates. The GOP's challenge: pick a candidate who can unite conservatives and win over independents. A bruising primary could weaken their chances in November. The party's strategy now will decide if they can finally break their losing streak. The stakes couldn't be higher for Minnesota Republicans. As the dust settles after a period of intense political activity, Minnesota stands at a pivotal crossroads. The choices made in the coming months will echo for years, shaping the state's identity and future. Governor Tim Walz now enters his final years in office as a lame duck, a position that brings both freedom and risk. With no re-election campaign ahead, he can pursue bold policies and legacy-defining initiatives, but he also faces the challenge of maintaining influence as attention shifts to his potential successors. Both major parties are mobilizing for what promises to be a fiercely contested election season. New faces are stepping into the spotlight, bringing fresh perspectives and innovative ideas, while established figures work to hold on to their influence. The eyes of the nation will be on Minnesota as national media, donors, and political strategists descend on the state. With open races for both governor and Senate, millions of dollars and countless resources will pour in, making Minnesota a true battleground. The upcoming campaigns will ignite passionate debates on the most pressing issues, ranging from the economy and job growth, to healthcare access, education reform, and the future of public safety. Every candidate will be pressed to offer real solutions. For Minnesota's voters, this is more than just another election. It's a rare opportunity to chart a new course, to decide what kind of state they want to build for themselves and for future generations. The departure of a long-serving leader leaves a vacuum, but also opens the door for generational change. Ambitious young leaders are stepping forward, eager to shape Minnesota's next chapter. The decisions made in 2026 will set Minnesota's direction for years, perhaps decades to come, influencing everything from local communities to the state's role on the national stage. Minnesota's story is entering a bold new chapter. As the nation watches, the state's people will decide what comes next, and the world will be paying close attention.